Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's September 11th, 2022, and today I'm going to show you the cards that I've already written that got me caught up from all the time I was away while I was on vacation. The 6 official cards that I can write to go to Postcrossing, I've got those all set up to go, and the swap mail that I have to respond to, I've got those as well here. So I'm going to show you that, and then today I'm going to be continuing to write some postcards. It's been a lot of writing postcards this weekend, and it's been great for that. So I'm glad to get caught up. I'm glad to send off cards to new people. I've had a bunch of first-time swaps come through too, so I've got a few more of those that I've got to respond to as well. But it's all good. It's nice meeting friends from around the world, and very happy when new people are subscribing to the channel and reaching out. All right, so that being said, let's get started with saying I'm working on a video for the Queen. If you've been watching some of my other videos lately, I've decided to do a group effort again, ask you guys to send in pictures or a 1-minute video or less of things that remind you of the Queen or memories you have of the Queen, and then I'm going to put it out around her funeral. So I'm hoping for a very short time frame to collect all these things. I'm going to get you to email it to me at robertlennox@gmail.com. The email link is also in the description, or the email address is in the description, so you can refer back to it there. And so if you've got stamps or postcards or memorabilia that you want to show pictures of, you can do that. Or if you have a memory you want to talk about, do that as well. Just let me know what country you're coming from so I can put all those things together. And hopefully it'll be a nice living memory of Queen Elizabeth II. All right, so let's get moving into Postcrossing here. So my first official one that I have to send off, it's going to the United States. It's going to California and specifically. And says they live in the foothills of Northern California, down the road from Empire Gold Mine, now a state park. She's interested in folklore, legends, fairy tales from your area. In her area, they have what's called the Tommy Knockers. They're descendants of elves that followed the tin miners from Cornwall when they came here to mine gold. All right, so that's kind of cool. She wants to hear legends from all around the world, whether it's Bigfoot or Sasquatch or, yeah, who knows? There's lots and lots of different legends wherever you go. I can't really think of too many from here, other than there is kind of a strange story about a graveyard somewhere nearby. Anyways, I didn't write about that in the card, or I won't be writing about that in the card. But anyway, she says she likes dragonflies, anime, manga, bats, children's books, fairy tales, book illustrations, Inukshuks, Moomin, especially, I can't even pronounce the word, but Moomin, dodos, bridges, lighthouse, maps, cabins, space, trains, goes on and on. I stopped at Inukshuk, so it's very Canadian. It's one of the postcards I picked up while I was in Montreal, and so hopefully she likes that Inukshuk. All right. Moving on. I think I may have spent too much time because I've got lots of cards to show you. All right, the next one's going to Germany, and she's into a whole bunch of things like different TV shows, and she likes coins, and kind of cards she likes are maxi cards, view cards, cities of your city or country, skylines, showing what your country looks like. Yeah, it goes on and on. You can see which one I stopped at. This seems to be a very popular card whenever I send it off, so I am always happy to promote the city of Moncton and the beautiful skyline there all lit up. It's a constantly changing skyline, so they're going to need to update this postcard, I think, soon, because we've got new buildings that are going up, and it's going to look different. So the Moncton Museum, when you get new cards, get new skyline pictures, maybe I need to take some pictures of the city and get them promoted at the museum. Who knows? But for now, that's the one we have of the city. All right, the next one I have official going out is going to Taiwan. She likes to learn about cultures in different countries, like holidays, languages, architecture, scenery, food, and more. Things she likes to receive are landscapes, cultures of your homeland, historical views of towns, the train, map of your country, meetup cards. Meetup cards, that's the one I'm stopping at. So I still have some meetups from when we went to the July 2nd meetup here in Moncton. And once again, here are the rocks, or as we call them, the flower pots. So that meetup card is going off to Taiwan. All right. My next one is going to Finland. And Paula lives in the middle of Finland in the town of Mikkeli. I'm sure I didn't pronounce that right. But she's a retired teacher, which I found there's a lot of retired teachers that do this hobby. I'm curious as to know why, but so it's good. She likes cards that are about UNESCO heritage sites, national parks, landscapes, mountains, seas, lakes, rivers, waterfalls, beaches, volcanoes, churches, ruins, city views, and her new favorite's Elvis and bowling cards. Okay. So one thing she does request that it comes in an envelope. So I'm going to put it in an envelope. And the reason why she doesn't like the machines when they damage the card, sometimes it happens, or the markings on the card. So you get this postcard. The stamp will be on the envelope, not on the card, but I'll make sure there's some stickers and things on it. And so we have this landscape, we have water, we have a church in the background. So I think it fits the bill on a whole bunch of different things that she enjoys. So hopefully she will. The next one is going to Germany. So I have two going to Germany. Once again, I got a bunch of different countries. By your suggestions out there of selecting cards on different days at different times of the week, you do get different countries. So yeah, I got two from Germany, but I got some other ones too. So it worked out well. So this one says he works for a global internet company. That's kind of cool. And in free time, he loves reading books, writing postcards, and arts. Loves trams, loves traveling to towns with extended tramway networks. Grew up with Star Trek. He's a fan of all the series, especially Deep Space Nine. Also enthusiast about Scrabble. Besides that, he likes postcards with erotic themes, male or female, doesn't matter, or cemetery pictures, everything around books or views from the moon, outer space, or beautiful places that you live. He also likes merry-go-rounds. So, that being said, I have this art postcard. I don't know if you'd call it erotic or not, but there are some naked ladies on this postcard. I should have said spoiler alert before, but it's art. So, when it's art, it's not taboo, I guess. So, hopefully, he will like that card. It doesn't have trams and things in the background, but he can't hit every one of the things that people enjoy. All right, the last one is going to Austria. And her hobbies are spinning wool, silk, vegan fibers, milk silk. That's kind of cool. She got a spinning wheel. And she also likes knitting and dyeing and plants and making buttons and magnets of porcelain. Cool. So she likes all kind of cards, especially handmade cards. Just wants to have her a date on the card. So I'm going to give her something relatively local. So we've got this sunset in the Miramichi here in New Brunswick. It's not a homemade card, but it is something of New Brunswick, which I am a constant promoter of our province. So those are my official cards going out. Now let me show you. So I whack the camera. I am sending this map card out to someone. I think this is cool. For people that like maps, you got the map of Canada, but you also have numbers, and you have to pick the provincial flag and the national flag on it. So if you like flags and like maps, hopefully that is going to the right person. This, we have one of the terracotta warriors from the British Museum. So that one's going out. We have this fall card for people that like seasonal. We have this card of the Sackville Waterfall Park. That's where I went to university, or finished my university. We have this beautiful church of the Notre Dame in Montreal. We have a Did You Know Sea Lions card that is going out with all the facts about sea lions. We have another Terracotta Warrior Stone Armor card going out. We have a different shaped Anna Green Gables house. We have a funny cat and dog card going out. Mickey and Donald doing their thing. Magician, poor Donald getting bitten by the turtle. Just no rabbit in that hat. We have Aurora Borealis. Here are the Northern Lights in Canada. Not specific to Canada. If you live in a northern country, you get the Northern Lights. That's how it works, I guess. What I've never seen is, well, I've never really seen the Northern Lights, at least not in all that beauty, but the Southern Borealis, there is a phenomenon in the south too, so who knows? If you are a southern country in the southern hemisphere and you've experienced such a thing, let me know. Okay, so all those cards that I've just shown you are ones I still have to write, and we'll be tackling some of those today. These are cards that I finished writing this weekend that are going out. So I won't show you the backs because they have addresses and everything on them there, but this is City of Montreal. If you're hearing the noise upstairs, that is my son hopping in the shower. All right, we have this one here for those of you who like video games or fantasy. We're going with this one. I know as soon as this card goes up, he knows it's coming to him, so I can say him. This one here, City of Montreal. Peggy's Cove and the Lighthouse. We have one of my meetup cards from July the 2nd, or no, July the 4th, excuse me, in Borden, Prince Edward Island. This one here, Chateau Frontenac in Quebec City. Bunch of different things you'll see in Nova Scotia, lighthouses, Blue Nose, fishing villages. They also have the City of Halifax, it wasn't on that card, but then another one of the city views, that one's going out. This beautiful one of our capital city in New Brunswick, Fredericton, the autumn leaves. This Royal Canadian Mounted Police in his dress uniform at the foothills of the Rockies. By the looks of it, maybe Lake Louise. This is one of Audrey's cards that I went and picked up at the museum. She hand draws these and then produces them. So love supporting her work. Here are the rocks again. A second one of Audrey's that I got at the museum. Little birds. This is Fundy National Park, one of the local parks. About an hour's drive south of Moncton. We love going here to hike, and it's the town of Alma. It's at the right as you go into Fundy, and they have beautiful sticky buns. Love going down there. Maybe like to get one more trip in before it closes. And Toronto, this is the Ripley's Aquarium. A fantastic aquarium. If you're ever in Toronto, beautiful moving walkways that are surrounded by the aquarium, so you can have sharks swimming over top of you. They do have a touch pool for other animals that aren't going to bite you. That's available there too. Yeah, great aquarium. Cape Germain Lighthouse. So this is just before you get on the Confederation Bridge to go to Prince Edward Island. Nice little walk. I did a video there when I was going to do the meetup. Places you may come to see if you're coming to New Brunswick, which I encourage you all to do. Come to New Brunswick. See what we have to see. Best time to come is either September, October, if you want it a little bit cooler, but you want to see all the leaves changing, magnificent leaves here in autumn, or if you're going to come in the summertime when you want some more heat, that's the best time to come. I'm not discouraging you from coming in wintertime, but you will have less things to do and it will be cold. And we have these two little bears having a snuggle. Or maybe they're just saying, how do you do with their noses? We have another fantasy card going out, a la Dungeons and Dragons. We have the Rogers Center, where the Toronto Blue Jays play baseball. Even though I'm a Yankees fan, I will still promote other baseball teams here for those that love baseball and the sport. Or maybe you like concerts. That's a good concert venue too. Finally, I have this one here. This is one of those 3D cards. It's got two images of Toronto. And those are all written, ready to go to their new homes. So I can put those aside, get them off in the mailbox. And then I'm going to tackle the cards that I have here. So with the water running upstairs, hopefully that's not too much of a distraction, but people have to get clean. And I got to get writing postcards. So you guys have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?